Gentlemen and female gentlemen, I come to you with breathtaking news. Shoe on Head has returned. The man problem. This is good, because I do like it when women tell me about man problems. And then, why are men moving right? I suppose it's talking about the failure of modern leftism or something. I don't know. I am not a politics channel. I am a chaos channel, which means I am a politics channel in disguise. Except my political alignment is chaotic neutral, and I fucking shit on politics on every side of the aisle. This is gonna be great. Very excited for the new Kamala Harris Fortnite map. This is definitely gonna change the world. We have a lot to do and a lot to see. It's time to hear a woman talk about how men are issues. This is gonna be good. I like women, especially when they talk about men.
Hello everyone, and happy 1 year anniversary to my male loneliness epidemic.
That was a banger video.
I'm happy to announce that since that video uploaded, the discourse has greatly improved.
Lies! Lies! Freaking YouTubers, man, they just sit down and lie to your face. Discourse improved? Bro, have you seen modern America? I feel like the right and the left have never been this divided ever. Okay, she just got me. This was a huge debate. She's gonna say, just kidding. She's literally gonna say, just kidding. I literally just got fucking baited.
People all around the world are taking men's issues more seriously.
Okay, all right, this is a bait. This is bait. I literally just I literally just got baited. Literally just got fucking baited.
And the gender war has finally come to an end.
Not! It's worse than ever. The gender war is here, and it's great because I will continue making content shitting on people. All right, all right.
Just kidding.
See, fucking bitch. No offense. I didn't mean that in a bad way, okay?
Everything has gotten worse and nobody has learned anything.
Yeah, literally. It's so bad right now. It's insane. God, all the blue-haired libtards keep telling me what to do. And then the MAGA hat people are all...
From the witches on The View...
Yeah, listen. What? All I have to say is that the blue satanic pedophile cult and the red satanic pedophile cult have never been this satanic or pedophile.
Cackling about how men are useless.
Dude, it literally does not help. I feel like, you know who the biggest proponent to people voting Republican are? It's the Democrats. They are literally helping people vote Republican because they are demonizing every man. It's fucking crazy.
Do we need men?
Let's go. You see, is that really gonna help men come to your cause? Oh my God.
Men are useless.
To women online saying they'd rather be stranded in the woods with a bear than a man.
Oh, yeah, true.
Would you rather be stuck in a forest with a man or a bear?
The bear. Bear.
It seems that things have gotten more toxic than ever, and the gender divide couldn't be any wider.
Now, on the one hand, this is very bad news for society, but on the other hand, this is very good news for people who like chaos. So I am torn!
Especially politically.
In 2008, 58% of young people leaned Democratic. 2012, 53%. And in the last two major election years, that percentage held steady at 55%. But in 2023, that number dipped below 50% for the first time since 2005. And you'll notice right here, they've started to lean more Republican. And that's partly because of one specific group, young men.
Young men literally control all the power. Thank you, women, for literally giving men more power. God, it feels so good to be a man in today's day and age. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to men everywhere. Can we get a moment to shout out men? I feel like we've been shouting out women a little too much lately. Women are literally giving men all the power. They're trying to take men's power and instead just give power to men instead. The woke mind virus. Dude, I can't believe that that's a real phrase. I heard my father say the term woke mind virus and I literally lost my mind. Oh my God. All right.
Okay, I know I said I was gonna focus on the gender war and not talk about politics for a while. However, I found a loophole.
The gender war and politics are the same thing.
Politics is talking about gender war.
Ooh.
With this election being hailed by the media as the man versus woman election.
There's no fucking way. What's really behind America's man versus woman? That is so cringe. That is so wildly cringe. Oh my God. There are actually people saying this.
According to any and all data coming out recently, men all around the world have shifted more right, and women have shifted more left. But women
That's so fucking insane. That's so insane. Oh my God.
Going more left was not the focus of this month's outrage. The outrage, of course, was about men. That's right, we got our yearly, what is happening to men? Why are they moving to the right?
God, I love what's happening to men videos. They're so good. Especially when women explain them, because I like when women validate man problems. What can I say? I'm a simple fellow.
Freak out. But unlike last year, this freak out isn't solely happening on the internet, no. It's also happening
in real life?
Washington, D.C.
Dude, fuck yeah, baby. I love how the internet is just a few steps ahead. Every time you see some massive brain rot on the internet, you're like, all right, looking at my watch, that gives us about 12 months until this brain rot leaks into real life.
There are only 4.
It's like everyone was criticizing fucking Twitch for their insane double standards, and ladies and gentlemen, America Congress has gotten involved into Twitch's double standards. It only took them a year, but they made it.
36 days until Election Day, and the Harris-Walz campaign is struggling to appeal to a group of voters that could determine the outcome of the election, and that is men.
The Harris
Men, ugh, disgusting. Oh, those gross creatures.
campaign is making an aggressive last-minute effort to win over younger male voters.
Am I really gonna make a video criticizing the Democrat Party days before the election?
Oh shit. Oh shit!
Of course I am.
She's a psyop! She is a psyop! A pick-me shit. Well, she's already been picked, so it's too late, but you know what I'm saying.
Now, before you celebrate or grab your pitchforks, this is not a pro-Trump video. This is a do-better video.
Honestly, this is a shit on everyone video, all right? This is chaos incarnate. I live for the chaos. Subscribe if you like chaos. I will shit on everyone. Everyone deserves it.
This is a mommy's not mad, she's disappointed video.
Oh, that was weird. Wonder how her audience is gonna feel about her calling herself mommy.
Actually, I lied. Mommy's pretty mad. In this video, I am going to be addressing the Democrats' so-called man problem, the recent discourse about men moving right, the last-minute pandering the Democratic Party is doing to get them back, what they could be doing instead.
Kamala Harris's campaign just paid for a Fortnite map called Freedom City, okay? That is the most fucking insane thing I've ever heard in my entire life. They paid for a Fortnite map. I'm gonna do a whole deep dive on why the Republican advertising campaigns are way better than the Democrat advertising campaigns. Because Kamala Harris, for whatever reason, thought, like, their squad made a goddamn fucking Fortnite map called Freedom City. But you ready for the twist? Since they're anti-gun, they removed guns from Freedom City. You heard correctly. They made a Fortnite map without guns, okay? I just want to make that clear. Okay, that is the fucking stupidest thing of all time.
And of course, going over some terrible opinions.
Not I don't want you to have too much freedom in Freedom City, okay?
My opinions. I have never had a bad opinion in my life.
That is probably true. I have had many bad opinions, but I decide to stick with my opinions until people realize that I was in fact correct before the opinion was correct.
Except that one opinion.
All right.
We don't talk about that one opinion.
Oh, shit.
In a world where it seems like everything men do and like is toxic, from eating meat to working
eating meat? Oh, dude!
out to even having a beard.
That's not a real thing. This isn't a real thing. Like, these are not real people in real life. These are internet brainlets. This is AI, okay? There's no real person that thinks men with beards are sexist. I say as I scratch my beard in the microphone.
Oh wait, that reminds me. Before we get into this video, let's quickly give a shout out to today's video sponsor, Henson Shaving.
Yeah! Men with beards are sexist into a shaving fucking sponsor? That's genius.
If you've used a multi-blade razor, you're probably familiar with this story. Irritation, razor burns, and maybe even ingrown hair. Studies show—
What the fuck is ingrown hair? Anyway, let's move on.
Didn't skip the ad, right? And
no, I didn't skip any part of the ad, okay? I was just stroking my sexist beard.
now, let's get back to the video. If you are a regular viewer to the Shoe on Head channel—
That's me, regular viewer here, sharing a single brain cell.
First of all, I'm sorry. But also, you know by now, I have been documenting the internet and society in general's growing and widely
She's a documentarian, guys. She's not a shit poster. She's not a troll. She's a documentarian. This is journalism, ladies and gentlemen.
accepted hatred of men. This has been happening for a very long time.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Listen, I like the gender war. Not that I like that it exists, but I definitely like laughing at the stupidity of it all. I don't know why. I view everyone as dumb except for me and my audience. For some reason. And a lot of other people too that aren't dumb that I know as individual. But like masses of people, all stupid. If you need to be part of a cult in order to feel important, I don't have respect for you as an individual.
And if you dare spoke up about it, you were called an incel or a pick-me,
I've been called an incel. Haven't been called a pick-me. No one's a pick-me.
depending on your gender. But
Oh, never mind. It's a sexist term. I forgot.
seemingly almost out of nowhere, there has been a change of heart.
You know, I think men are in crisis, actually.
What? Dude, that's crazy. All it took was them realizing that they need men to vote for them in order to recognize that they care about men. Wow, that's insane. God, it's so selfish. Every single time I hear people talk about actual issues, it comes from a place of selfishness. It's like, wait, they're not voting for us. They're They're in crisis.
In this country, I think that plays out different ways. But I think we need to have a real conversation about that.
Wow, that's interesting.
Damn.
Mainstream media talking about this.
Yeah, they want votes.
I wonder why they
It's selfishness.
care so much now. Democrats fear Harris losing too many male voters to Trump. Oh. Signs have been mounting that, for the first time in recent decades, Democrats may lose majority support from young men in 2024. The risk to Democrats is that this is not just a one-time fluke, but an indication of growing trouble with men in coming elections. Democrats can celebrate the support they are getting from young women, but they also need to take the disaffection of young men seriously, engage them directly, and respond to the visions of manhood and masculinity.
I love how, like, you have fucking articles saying this. The Democrats need to do this and that and the other and this, and then nothing changes anywhere, okay? No one's ever changed anything in politics, okay? It's all selfishness. All of a sudden, people care about people, and it's only caring about them because they're gonna use those people. Bro!
That Donald Trump and J.D. Vance are offering.
It's like, you hear this every single time. All right. You're ready for, like, the classic, fantastic example of this? Why is it that Republicans, generally, don't like immigrants, and Democrats like immigrants? Well, immigrants vote Democrat. A coincidence? Sorry for being a cynic, but yes!
Alright, Kamala, you got 2 weeks to reverse anti-male propaganda and resentment fueled by our government, media, and institutions.
Yeah, Kamala Harris, she should go on Joe Rogan to talk about it. That would probably be good.
How you gonna do it? Harris campaign creating space for white dudes. Oh, that's a great idea. I mean, a little too late, but I'm glad you're finally doing to be honest about role in history.
Kamala, bubbler, lady!
Oh, it's always a space for white men to talk about how much they suck.
That's really important, honestly. Can we have a moment for all my haters to come together to talk about how much they suck too? That would be really good. I think we should implement this everywhere.
What made you start this group, White Dudes for Harris? And I suspect some
That's a real group, White Dudes for Harris? Hell yeah.
of it has to do with the polling.
Yeah, for far too long, the left has essentially ceded white men to the MAGA right. There's large parts of the left who have gone out of their way to alienate white men over the last couple of years. And that's understandable in many ways. We decided that we wanted to create space for white men to be a part of electing Vice President Harris.
At the top of the call,
I'm very confused. Like, what? He did not mention any solution at all. He was just like, it would be really nice if the people that we wronged decided to stop being wronged and be righted instead.
White Dudes for Harris organizer Ross Morales Roquito said he wanted to address what he called the elephant in the room, criticism surrounding an event organized for white men given the country's history of racism. A lot of people felt uncomfortable about the call, he said. Throughout American history, when white men organized, it was often with pointy hats on. They can't even have their-
Did he just call generic white dudes KKK members? What the frick? Is this how you say? This is like the counter propaganda. Like, what are you doing? You are literally villainizing people while you're trying to bring them close. It's like, Babala, come close. I want to tell you about how you're probably a racist.
Gay little Zoom call where they circle jerk about hating themselves without their own movement going, yikes! A bunch of white males in one space? It's kind of like the KKK.
Eagles, beagles, what is this, Twitch staff?
Black people can have their little groups and that's fine, but if a bunch of white people get together, well, that's just called BreadTube.
Damn.
Never mind.
Damn,
White dude.
Got him, destroyed.
Dudes for Harris. I mean, she's doing pretty bad with Latinos, too. What's next?
Wait, what? Is she?
Hombres con Harris.
See, reality is, in fact, funnier than fiction. This is why I, personally, have shifted my content to chaos maxing. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Chaos maxing.
Oh. So basically, men are leaving the Democratic Party in droves, and it's not looking too good for the Democrats. So it wasn't long until everyone's favorite discourse hit Twitter again. If Kamala loses, which is very possible, there needs to be a real discussion about how Democrats speak to and reach young men.
Damn, crazy.
If Kamala loses. If she wins, there doesn't have to be discussion.
God, that's such a good point. It's like, dude, they only care about white men when they literally need them to vote for them. They do not give a crap about anyone. No one cares about anything except for their bottom line. Oh my God, this is so pathetic. It's so pathetic. It's so pathetic.
We shouldn't change anything. Clearly, we're doing everything right. To be clear, I'm not saying we need to worry about women less or change any positions. I'm saying the polling around young men is concerning.
Like, they're just saying the quiet part out loud. They're saying the quiet part out loud. It's like, okay, so we don't like white men, but we need to do propaganda to make believe we do like white men so that they can vote for us, unless we win, in which case we don't really need to convince them that they're not shit because they're literally doing our job for them.
And if it turns out to be true, we need to have a discussion about how condescending we are coming off to a huge part of the electorate.
We know they're shitty, but we don't want to make it sound like we know they're shitty.
To be clear, I'm not saying we have to change anything. I'm just wondering why men aren't voting for us.
I don't want to change anything. I just think that the propaganda, we need to convince them that we actually do give a shit about them. I think so.
What? I am gonna regret posting this so hard. And oh boy did he.
Because now he's not only in a Shoe on Head video, but he's also in every single VTuber that reacts to Shoe on Head's video.
The replies were insane, to say the least. I must admit, I cringed reading most of this.
Oh no.
I feel that one thing you didn't address is the systemic entitlement bestowed upon white men in the US. That sense of entitlement, that privilege they felt for eternity, is eroding. Systemic entitlement they have felt for eternity? They're like 22 years old. The f do you mean eternity?
I love this so much, bro. Dude, Nux, when have you taken accountability for the sins of your parents? What? Have you ever renounced your slave owner grandparents? I'm like, bro, I am literally from Poland. Like, my grandparents are Holocaust survivors. I don't feel at all bad for the sins of my grandparents, thank you. Like, what the fuck do you want me to do? Like, these people, they're all fucking crazy, man.
Was this like-
Oh, everyone. And everyone is just there for the vote. It's like, okay, what kind of propaganda could we push? Good question.
200-year-old man.
And also, you do realize that DEI stuff directly is antithetical to generic white man. Generic white man is just basically being told, we are rigging shit against you. That is what DEI programs are. Like, oh my god, I feel so privileged right now on my $8,000 a year income. Like, yo, you're so lucky, chat.
So, young men are snowflakes with hurt fifis because they're not the center of attention anymore. Got it.
Yeah, true. Why should we care about them?
So, are they poor little snowflakes, boo-hoo, or are they scary fascists that are gonna turn America into the Handmaid's Tale?
You fool, it is literally Schrodinger's racist. Schrodinger's racist. Are we racist towards them because we hate them, or are we racist towards them because we don't hate them, but we want them to think we hate them?
Because they can't be both. You either care about the future, or you don't. You cannot simultaneously hand wave away men moving to fascism, but also fearmonger about it. Hi, man here. Maybe men just need to stop being absolute pieces of dog shit. It seems like the easiest.
This dude is in all the fucking white dudes for Harris group chats, for real. Like, dude, hi, man here. Maybe men could stop. Dude, I fucking love these people. These people are awesome. These people are great.
Thing to do.
Oh, yeah.
Right? I don't feel alienated or uncomfortable with democratic messaging because I'm not a complete wannabe fascist cheese dick incel loser who thinks he's the good guy.
You do realize that people are leaning right. Young men are leaning right, okay? So you're obviously doing something wrong. You do realize that a democracy is supposed to be the best thing for the most people. That is obviously not what's happening. These people are fucking insane. Like, do they think? Do they have brain? Life is not a Reddit video, sir.
Reddit and its consequences have been
oh my god, dude, she's literally fucking the same brain cell. We have the same brain cell. Like, god damn it.
Disaster for the male race. They just need to get off their asses, stop playing video games, and get real jobs. First of all, what real jobs? These guys are coming out of college with useless diplomas and there are no jobs. Also, what out of touch boomer ass take? Get off your ass and stop playing those video games from the generation who watches TV 24/7. I don't want to hear it. Tell them to get therapy. Tell them whatever you told or gave to women in the 1950s.
So the solution of a lot of men are leaning right is lobotomizing men. Damn, I didn't think of that. That's pretty good insight. Holy shit, they're so smart.
They made this bed, let them sleep alone in it.
You do realize, okay, like, I love these people so much because these are obviously human beings that have zero actual media literacy. Like, these are people that don't understand life. They're like, there is an issue that now they are, the young white men are not voting for us, okay? They are voting for what you think is a fascist, okay? And the solution is drive them further towards that path or voting for the person that you think is a fascist. Like, even from your own perspective, you're retarded.
Or be better men. Any other group of people and it's, oh, boo-hoo, poor baby. Let me rewire all of society so your feelings aren't hurt. And then with men, it's get therapy.
Got him!
While there is truth in messaging needs to be better from Democrats as a whole, I reject that telling young men they need to be better is the problem. They are trash in their nature.
Damn.
And if they can't do the work to not be toxic seed, that's on them.
These people are such morons. Like, do you realize you are antithetical to your cause? Do you think telling people that they are wastes of seed, that is gonna make them go to your side of the aisle, bro? These people are fucking crazy. Like, they're all losers. Everyone's insane.
Vote for my team, by the way. We may not want to hear
Yeah, like, dude, on the one hand, like, they're saying the quiet part out loud here.
it, but this is what the data reflects. There is a massive loneliness epidemic in this country, which is disproportionately affecting men. Instead of calling them incels or mocking them, we should be willing to hear out their concerns. Wow, a surprisingly good tweet in a sea of bullshit. That's nice to see. I could be wrong, but I'm assuming you're a straight white man, so yeah, go do something about it. Why are you guys bothering the rest of us with this? I can't figure it out. Because I would like for Democrats to win the election. Why do you care about men suffering?
Why do you care about men suffering? Well, I don't actually care. I just make believe I care, so they vote for my side, you know?
Because I want to win the election. Amazing. This is the issue right here. Start seeing men as people and not numbers in polls. That is step one. You can't even do step one. Anyway, there were thousands of these kind of tweets in response to this guy. You get it. We've seen it all before. If I went through all of them, this video would be 3 hours long. White dudes for Harris wasn't the only strange.
Yeah, this is insane, honestly. It's like, it's so funny. It's like they're literally saying the quiet part out loud. It's like, we don't care about men. We just care about their votes. So what do we do?
Attempt the Democrats threw out at the last second to get the male vote.
Hey, white dudes. So I think we're all pretty sick of hearing how much we suck. Every
Okay, all right.
time you go online, it's the same story.
Oh
We're
my God.
the problem.
Oh my God, you're literally talking to some people probably. I don't feel like I'm the problem, but okay.
And yeah, some white dudes are.
Like everyone. There's some of every group that's bad.
Trump and all his MAGA buddies are out.
Like Trump.
They're making it worse.
Okay.
Are you kidding me? Years of these people saying men suck and are the problem, and now they're like, hey fellow men, are you sick of being told you suck and are the problem? The audacity. Apparently, Kamala Harris has a secret weapon to win over male voters.
Kamala Harris
Vagina.
is turning to her running mate, Tim Walz, hoping he is the secret weapon who can chip away at Donald Trump's
Tim Walz is the secret weapon to win over young voters? What the fuck?
support from men.
Much like how Trump chose Pence to win over the more established Republican vote.
Like, Trump's selection of fucking vice presidents was so smart. Like, you cannot take that away from him. The first time he ran for president, he had zero political energy. Zero at all. So what did he do? He gets this old-ass freaking goddamn old-school classic politician dude. All right? Mike Pence. This time, the issue is Trump is a fucking 1,000 years old. He's in his 80s or something. I don't know. He's old as balls. So who does he get? He gets the youngest guy in the Senate. Like, you have to realize, like, his selections actually made sense. Like, from an advertising perspective. And they're like, my secret weapon to get white young people. I'll get Walz.
Voters. Kamala seems to have chosen Tim Walz to try and win over the white male vote.
All right.
And boy, are they trying. Now, I don't hate Tim Walz. In fact, I was pleasantly surprised when they chose him over Josh Shapiro. I like a lot of his policies.
I don't know anything about these guys.
Like his universal school lunch policy. That's an amazing policy. You'd have to be an insane freak to disagree with that.
JD is a grifter. He used to call Trump Hitler. But was it a good choice or not? I mean, grifting is part of the game, bro. Like, these people are all fucking gross pieces of garbage. Okay? Oh my God. Every single politician is garbage, okay? I want you to recognize my stance here.
Or a libertarian. But I repeat myself. And there were a few times where he was speaking where I completely forgot he was running to be Kamala's VP and not president himself. And he actually brought a lot of energy to the Democratic stage for once.
All right.
So what the was this? Putting out a bunch of ads of Tim Walz changing the air.
Oh my God! Generic white guy shit! Look at me, changing cars!
Filter in a car, clumsily shooting a gun, and
this is so embarrassing, it's crazy.
Drawing a political football play-by-play. Trotting out Walz like some kind of minstrel show of a white man. Like a man dressing up like a man for Halloween. You don't gotta do all this, bro, I promise you. And they don't shy away about how that's exactly what they are trying to do. Tim Walz is clearly a Midwest man's man, but he's the antidote to toxic masculinity.
Because he's a generic white man that gets told what to do by a woman. We have solved the problem at last. Women letting men do what they want. God, I'm so glad we've come full circle.
His typically masculine resume as a Midwestern football coach and veteran, Walz is utilizing those qualities to push forward a more progressive, compassion-based form of
masculinity. Don't you hate men who have no compassion? Well, now we have Walz.
Masculinity. Part of being
I don't know anything about him. I'm just fucking assume he's a politician.
Vice president is understanding that you are just that, someone who is there to aid and support the president. Walz simply being there on the ticket with a woman and taking a back seat to his running mate, Vice President Kamala Harris, is him embracing his leadership role in a positive, masculine way.
This is the most fucking bullshit article I've ever seen in my entire life. It's like, the good thing about him is that he accepted a promotion by being vice president, but still has a woman in charge, which proves that it's positive masculinity.
Football coach and cheerleader, how Tim Walz is defining masculinity.
This is insane. Are they literally trying to tell you, if you want to be masculine, just get ready to have someone in charge of you all the time?
Deal. A sexism researcher.
The fuck is a sexism researcher? Is this the person that wrote the article about having beards makes you sexist?
An author of the 2023 book Glass Walls told
they need to get her on working on Dragon Age's new fucking game, ASAP.
USA Today that men like Walz who are intentional about rejecting traits and beliefs commonly dubbed as toxic masculinity are the tonic to harmful stigma associated with expectations of men and boys. He shows you can be masculine but also not threatened by women as equals or women who are in positions of power. In fact, you can be cheerleaders for them.
Great.
Notice the common theme here: taking a back seat, cheerleading. Like 5 different
this is a vice president. Let's not fumble the bag here. This is an incredibly powerful position. Why are they talking about this from a perspective of taking a back seat? He is literally going to become the second most powerful man in the country. Like, what?
Articles I read specifically use this word cheerleading. Even a few about Kamala Harris's husband, Doug. God knows we need an antidote for all the lousy men in the news, and I think I found one. A lovable goofball who is happy to cheerlead for—
They have one fucking sentence. They have one goddamn brain cell, and they got that shit running on a treadmill. They call her husband a cheerleader too?
For his wife, the
God.
Vice President of the US. Thank God for Doug Emhoff. Success.
This is an allegation. I'm not stating it like a fact. Weren't there allegations that he was a domestic abuser? Like, is this really the poster boy of masculinity that you want? I don't know if that's a real thing. I just saw that floating around on Twitter.
Successful guys can support their wives and be respected. You don't have to be the quarterback to play the game at an elite level. Emhoff and his breed of dudes who are giving it their best shot may never be as come hither to lost young men.
I'm typing it in. Kamala Harris, husband, domestic abuse? I have no idea. I just get a bunch of random, vague, shitty articles about nothing. And this article, which is definitely not nothing. Holy shit, what the frick? Again, oh god, I hate news sites. Every time I open a news site, my whole computer goes haywire. I get 1.5 billion ads and sign in with different things and disable 1 billion other things. Ad blocker detected, become a member. Oh my fucking god, I hate this. I hate these people. Anyway, according to the Economic Times, fuck dude, apparently, according to this, there are domestic abuse and sexual assault allegations against her husband. I don't know if this is real. I opened it up for a second before the ad blocker shit happened, but I have no idea if this is true.
And as the militant Andrew Tate models of manhood, but they are out there, and, not unlike good husbands, will appear when they are needed.
Yeah.
From the outside looking in, the right promises young men a return to the good times of the glorious past. You know, the one your grandfather had. The Coca-Cola ad rose-tinted version of the past. Back when you can afford a house and support a family on one income. While the left, which historically, in my opinion, had the policies to make that happen, are instead trying to sell men a vision of the future. And well, the future is female. A future—
Have you seen Star Wars, kids?
where you're no longer playing the—
I don't understand. Like, it's so mind-blowing to me that they think that this is gonna get, you know, young men into this. It's like, their solution— someone in my chat just said this. Their solution to toxic masculinity is to turn men into 1950s housewives. Like, this is so wild. You know, I believe— I know this is cringe. I believe men and women both have the right to be powerful and successful and awesome people, okay? Like, how easy is it to say that? Oh my god.
The game, men. You're on the sidelines being a cheerleader.
Dude, the Democratic advertisement campaigns are insane.
Doesn't that just sound so exciting? Like, what the hell is going on inside these DNC consultant meetings? I really gotta know. Does anyone have any ideas on how to appeal to young men? And please, for the love of God, do not say we have to offer them anything or change in any way. I got it.
All right.
Camo hats. We did that. Vasectomy bus.
Oh my god. This is what I'm saying. Like, this is so stupid. Like, as far as advertisement campaigns goes, Trump worked in a McDonald's, which ultimately is so fucking dumb. The guy worked in a McDonald's, but it became such a huge meme He worked in McDonald's, and then after 15 minutes, he's like, I just worked for 15 more minutes than Kamala, you know? Which is fucking stupid, but it's such a zinger. It's such a zinger. It went so viral. It's stupid, but it's a meme. And they sell camo hats to appeal to men.
I got it. What? Camo hats. We did that. Vasectomy bus. We did that.
No, not a vasectomy bus. See, Biden went out and said that that MAGA people are garbage or something. So what did Trump do? He drove a garbage truck. It is so stupid, but it works. It's memorable as shit. And then the vasectomy bus.
Have you perhaps tried nagging them? Yes, we've been doing that.
Classic women strategies. Am I right, guys?
Say, you know that whole male loneliness epidemic thing? Are you thinking what I'm thinking? Oh, yeah.
A really nice place. Have you been here before?
Yeah, it's one of my favorite spots. I bring everybody here.
I said not go on a lot of dates, but...
Are they trying to tell you that if you don't vote, you're gonna lose your dates? Oh my god.
Hey man, if you don't vote for Kamala Harris, women won't you. Brilliant.
Damn, that's a good strategy, honestly.
Young men should know that if you vote...
We want you to make the right decision, your own decision. You have the right to choose, but only choose my side.
Vote for Trump, you're basically never going to get laid.
What the fuck?
I mean, is it incorrect? Don't think so. Trump gives girls the ick. Vote Harris, get laid.
What a fantastic strategy!
They are not beating the pretending to be progressive to get laid allegations with this one.
Listen, one thing I have to say, they are using every ounce of creativity, money, and holes in order to get the job done.
Literally just endorsing woke fishing. When men pretend to be more progressive.
Have you been woke fished? Woke fishing? It's men pretending to be woke to get laid? That's fucking stupid. Oh my god. Oh, this country is so lost.
Dating apps to get laid. Do not do this, by the way. Be open and honest about your opinions.
Yes! Always have the right amount of wokeness.
No, you cannot fix them. Also, pretty weird and like low-key sexist to imply like women are some prize for voting the correct way. Hey, and if
utilize every hole at your disposal, god damn it.
If all else fails, go after the Gooner vote.
The Gooner vote it's a big vote. Listen, honestly, the Gooner vote's fucking they're really there for it. Oh!
Sorry, you can't do that.
What the hell, man? How'd you get in here?
I'm your Republican congressman.
Oh my god.
Now that we're in charge, we're banning porn nationwide.
That's a real commercial? No! You're telling me that the Democrats made a commercial saying that Republicans are gonna ban your porn? See, this is what I mean by it's literally the worst fucking advertisement campaign on the planet. Like, the fact that Trump and Vance were both on Joe Rogan, the biggest podcast in the world. He got 40 million views. But for some reason, why didn't Harris do it? Like, dude, it is the biggest advertisement campaign on the planet. And then they're like, oh, they're going after the Gooner vote.
I'm sorry. I love this ad. The one time they speak to men directly, and it's, hey men, the Republicans are gonna take away one of the only vices you use to numb the pain. So vote for us. Bleak. Just the absolute state of the world right now.
Harris had an invitation. I heard Harris had an invitation and she turned them down. Why? She said that, oh, we can only do the podcast if you come to me and it's only 1 hour because we can't do a 3 hour. Why, bro? Oh my god. She wants to become the most powerful person on the planet and can't speak for 3 hours? God damn. Dude, it's tragic. It's pathetic. How did we end up here?
Also, was that Germa? Believe it or not, this wasn't the worst of it.
I'm a man.
I'm a man.
I'm a man, and I'm man enough.
I'm man enough to enjoy a barrel-proof bourbon.
Neat. Man enough to cook my steak rare.
You think I'm afraid to rebuild a carburetor? I eat carburetors for breakfast.
I'll tell you another thing I sure am not afraid of. Women.
When I first saw
well, I am!
That
was a joke. Women are awesome.
Thought it was a parody created by Republicans to make fun of how hard the Democratic Party is trying to pander to men to get their vote. But alas.
I love women.
I love women who support their families.
Women who decide not to have families.
Women who take charge.
And I'm man enough to help them win.
That's insane. That's not a parody. I can't believe that's not a parody.
Everything from them directed towards men has to have like this tone of irony or self-deprecation. They can't even do it sincerely. But apparently white men aren't the only demographic Kamala is struggling with.
This is the Democratic margin among black men under the age of 45 in presidential elections. You go back to November of 2012, what do you see? You see Obama by 81. Clinton only won him by 63. Then we're all the way down to Biden last time around by 53. A tremendous drop already. And then you take a look at the average of the most recent polls, and Kamala Harris is up by only 41 points.
Democrats deployed their ultimate weapon, Barack Obama.
Yes! Yes!
Pain stump for Harris on.
See, but Barack Obama, he is such a good speaker. He is so fucking good at what he did. Oh my lord. It's crazy. It's crazy to see the downfall of society. Obama is so fucking charismatic, it's insane. And then you have Kamala Harris.
On Thursday in Pittsburgh, Obama said that despite Harris raising upward of $1 billion, we have yet to see the same kinds of energy and turnout in all quarters of our neighborhoods and communities as we saw when I was running.
So true, he was goated at drone striking. God damn it. Chat, fuck you. I'm just talking about politician doing politician advertisement things, okay? All right? Can we shut up for a second, please? All these people are dog shit. Can we recognize that every single one of these people is probably a piece of garbage? Okay? That's it. We're chaotic neutral in this house. Every single one of these people are shit.
That lag in energy, he added, appears to be more pronounced with the brothers. You're coming up with all kinds of reasons and excuses. I've got a problem with that, he said, because part of it makes me think, and I'm speaking to men directly, part of it makes me think that, well, you just aren't feeling the idea of having a woman for president.
Oh my god, dude. Frick, man.
And you're coming up with other alternatives and other reasons for that. Once again, their only tactic seems to be getting in a man's face.
All right, man. Listen, you just hate women, don't you? No, I don't hate women, so vote for women.
And going, tisk bad boy. Like a dog that just peed on the carpet. It's not 2014 anymore, Barack. Nobody cares about sexism, motherfucker. We can't afford groceries. What?
We have evolved past caring about sexism, you fool.
What's crazy is, as far as I know, Kamala herself has never played the woman card. She has never played the sexism card.
Oh,
in fact, she actively pushes against it.
You've been reluctant to lean into, to talk about the historic nature of your candidacy on the campaign trail. Why is that?
Well, I'm clearly a woman. I don't need to point that out to
Got him.
anyone. The point that most people really care about is, can you do the job? And do you have a plan to actually focus on them?
I was proud.
Honestly, true. And then you have freaking Hillary. Didn't she only say that she was a woman thing? That's a pretty based move, honestly. But I still think she should have gone on Joe Rogan for 3 hours. God damn it, fucking loser.
It's like they finally learned from Hillary Clinton's failure. But that didn't stop the media or Barack Obama from doing it for her. Thanks, Obama. For all the Zoomers, thanks, Obama was a meme. And like...
She proved she was a woman the second she said, I'm talking now. God damn it, chat. You people are fucking insane.
2008. Yeah. It was funny back then. That would have slapped. While I was writing this video, Kamala and Gretchen Whitmer were getting ready to film a video at a bar together when Kamala was apparently caught on hot mic saying this.
Yeah. Oh, we have microphones and you're just listening to everything. I didn't realize that. Okay. Well,
You'll
now you
bleep
tell
my
us.
F words.
We just told all the family secrets. Shit.
We need to move ground with men, so
All right.
what we're gonna do is pretend to drink beer at a bar.
Fantastic. That's a good strategy.
Men like beer, right?
Cheers.
Are you recording us? Oh, that's crazy. Anyway, back to talking about football.
Just talk about policy. Just be yourself. Just listen to men and what they want.
Listen to men? Oh, God. Disgusting, I say as I listen to a woman.
Kamala, all you gotta do is talk. Actually, no, not that I think.
Actually, I don't know about that. She's really good about at talking, to be honest. I don't know if she's good at, like, having conclusions after hearing what she says. Like, bro, dude, it's insane. It's like you have Kamala Harris go, like, talk for, like, 40 minutes, you have no idea what she said, and then Trump goes up there and he's like, to quote Adolf Hitler. It's like, what the fuck are you supposed to do today? Everyone's insane. They're all crazy, man. What are you gonna do? Oh, my God.
Think about it, that might make it worse. Put Tim Walz out there, okay? Let Tim Walz do the talking. Don't
No, you want to make a man do all the talking? I don't know if that's a good message there, Mr. Shoe on Head.
dress him up as a man. You wanna
All you have to do is dress him waltzes. We're so cooked. We're so cooked.
know how to speak to men? Go to where they are. A good place to speak to young men is the Joe Rogan podcast, which
Oh my God, she's so right. Me and her with a brain cell, literally spitting facts.
Kamala hinted at going on, but then that never happened, and instead Trump went on.
And Vance went on. That is a collective of 6+ hours of the biggest, most amplified interview on the planet. It's just me, Jaden, and Shoeonhead were listening to that, and it was crazy.
And that episode hit like 20 million views in a day.
It's over 40 million views right now.
But like, can you blame her? Joe Rogan is just one of the most popular podcasts in the world with a majority young male audience. I hate it here. Every time this topic comes up, so does the topic of like Andrew Tate, Jordan Peterson, internet algorithms, Gamergate, whatever.
Get out of here with internet algorithms. Oh my god, dude, there's so much misinformation literally floating around everywhere. We are here, the little peons, floating through the misinformation dung heaps as we go through our day, trying to figure out what to do.
There is a massive amount of right-wing radicalization that has been occurring, especially in young...
Is that the guy that interviewed terrorists on Twitch?
...male spaces, any hobbies whatsoever, whether it's playing video games, whether it's working out, whether it's, I don't know, listening to like a history podcast or whatever, everything that they see is right-wing sentiment
What? Playing video games is right-wing sentiment?
being expressed by individuals that they find
Bro didn't play the new Dragon Age.
charismatic.
But you can only blame internet algorithms for so much for so long. This automatic assumption that any dissent from liberal mainstream thought could only be caused by manipulation or brainwashing from podcasters is honestly a cope in my opinion, and just an easy excuse for failing to reach anyone beyond your own subreddit. As if this all wasn't the result of like a stagnant neoliberal corpo hell world that created a vacuum that was just waiting to be filled with any kind of populism. The crazy thing is
No man, the crazy thing is, like, if you're gonna blame the algorithms for shoving right-wing shit down people's throats, why aren't the left-wing people going on the podcast? Like, you have to think about it for like a second, and then you realize it makes no sense. Oh, Joe Rogan is geared towards men and is pushing right-wing shit down their throat. You literally had the opportunity! You had the opportunity for the vice president of the United States to go on the podcast. You had that opportunity, and you fumbled it.
The Democratic Party did have a candidate who successfully spoke to the demographic that they are currently trying so hard to reach. His name was Bernie Sanders, and
everyone, a lot of people love Bernie Sanders. I don't want to say everybody. Let's be real. This is politics. No one likes anybody out here. But he actually does talk to people.
Every time he did speak to that demographic, or say he was concerned that the Democratic Party didn't do enough to speak to that demographic, he was called a sexist, a racist, he was backstabbed multiple times, and cheated out of winning the Democratic primary.
I'm just saying, to everyone that says that the Jews control the media, y'all can fucking sit your shit down. This is the one Jewish guy that actually got up there, and that dude was kicked straight up.
His fans were called Bernie bros, and constantly berated as sexists and misogynists. His campaign was too white and too male.
He's just a little too white and male for me. Let's put Biden in instead.
And this apparently was a top priority to remedy in a future campaign.
Ooh.
We were told
I literally stole Bernie Sanders from ever running. That's crazy.
Was just like Trump and, quote, appealed to angry white men. Well, who's trying to appeal to angry white men now, bitch? It's almost like Bernie's hyper-focus on working-class issues, bread-and-butter issues, and populism was naturally attractive to men. No football or beer required. I miss him. And you know what? Maybe this shift with...
Yeah, Bernie has his shtick too, let's be real. But he knows how to talk to people.
young men has less to do with who's holding the football and more of what happens when the DNC spends all their time and energy trashing the little bit of populism in their movement. And if you ask me, handing conservatives a monopoly on anti-establishment rhetoric on a silver platter was probably their first mistake.
It's honestly pretty crazy. I feel like we're at like a really insane time just seeing how, you know, it was Democrats that used to be anti-establishment until I'd say a few years ago when somehow Republicans became the anti-establishment. Like, it is crazy to see that shift in our lifetime. And it feels like it really happened out of nowhere.
They kind of gave up on that bread and butter New Deal stuff for identity politics, and if you deny this, you are either lying or coping. The physical manifestation of the left has gone from the vision of the blue-collar union worker to a nagging, scolding fat woman with blue hair, barging into everyone's spaces and culturally colonizing them. Change this, change that. that. I don't like this. I don't like that. It's just incredible for me to witness years of anti-male rhetoric finally come back to bite the left and Democrats in the
That's karma, baby. Karma comes around and bites you in the ass, and it always will.
Watching these chickens come home to roost has just been both incredibly depressing and deliciously vindicating to me in a sick way. And
I don't know, man. I like the chaos. I think it's obviously bad for the world. Is it bad for America? Yeah. But is it enjoyable to watch the fucking train? Yes. I would say it is.
Not sure if I should lend out a helping hand or move them off this fucking cliff.
Bro, laugh at the chaos. That's the only thing you could do. You think you can actually do anything? Get out of here. You can't do shit. You laugh at the chaos. That is all you can do, and I like doing it. It's very fun.
Democrats are nervous the party was too late to realize the problem. These Democrats worry that the party has focused too much on courting women voters, LGBTQ voters, and culturally progressive voters, alienating too many men in the process. There's a recognition that we're losing men, and the things we're doing around men haven't been working.
I love how, I'm surprised she didn't mention this. I think this is something that I would have mentioned in a video like this. Kamala pushing for DEI stuff definitely pushes away white men. Like, absolutely pushes white men away. Because, like, it's like, we're gonna give this position to someone less qualified because this person is not a white man. Like, that pushes white men off a fucking cliff. And I'm just saying, it's kind of crazy.
I think
what's DEI? It's diversity, equity, inclusion. It's the fact that you're gonna put someone in a position that they aren't necessarily the best person for, but they're not a straight white man. So, we're gonna put them in that spot.
A lot of it is a reaction to social progressivism done the wrong way, says David Hogg. Young men, he says, feel like progressives look down on them for saying the wrong thing, even when it's a mistake. That discomfort is enough to drive them away from the Democratic Party, even if they don't necessarily agree with Republicans. They would rather be around someone they don't agree with who doesn't judge them, than somebody they do agree with who judges them constantly. Men aren't moving right because they are choosing fascism. They are
Whoever says that, like, has never spoken to anyone.
Are moving right because the left made them the villains in their anime fan fiction. It's not that they all like Trump, it's that they all hate you. And no amount of
that is actually the modern day fucking dilemma. It's like, who do you hate more, Trump or Harris? Well, that'll decide your voting. Like, I think that 80% of people don't like either candidate. I think you're obviously going to have your 10% that like Harris, and you're going to have your 10% that like Trump, and then you're going to have 80% of people that like one more than the other, or like one less than the other, rather. And it's kind of wild to see that this is what happened. This is supposed to be a democracy, right? It's supposed to be people coming together to vote on somebody that you think is the best. But because of all the insane amounts of radicalization that happens on both sides, you get the most radical version of each side that you're gonna need to vote for.
This is going to fix that. But do not get it twisted. I do not in any way, shape, or form believe the GOP is going to help men. I don't think they're gonna help anyone, except maybe Israel. Do I think all of the left is some hyper woke fat lady wagging her finger in men's faces like no fun allowed?
Yes.
No.
Damn! I'll take, unsubscribe.
If I did, I wouldn't call myself left-wing. I'm not a Democrat, I'm a registered independent. But the Democratic Party is historically better on politics.
I'm also a registered independent. Oh my god, we are the same person.
And despite their messaging, even when it comes to helping men. Healthcare, higher wages, paid family leave, labor protection, social security, things Republicans have always fought against. And I think that's why this is extra frustrating to me. I don't say this with any love.
Because it's always been giant douche versus turd sandwich.
But for the Republican Party. In fact, if anything, I say it with love for the Democratic Party. I fucking hate them, but deep down, I wish they could be better. I'm doing this for your own good.
I'll be honest, I wish everyone could be better. I have hope that somehow America can unite and some sort of middle ground can be found. And I have no idea how the fuck that's ever gonna happen, but I do have hope.
Go sleep, go sleep, go sleep, I love you, go sleep. I just hope that whether Kamala wins or loses, the party can take a step back and evaluate what they're doing wrong. Because I don't think the Democratic Party should be the party for the gays and women. I think the Democratic Party should be the party for everyone, including angry white men. So in your opinion, what could the Democratic Party do to win back young men? Can they do anything? Are they? To me, it might take decades.
It's obviously that they're obviously not fucked. They're still definitely pulling in a lot of votes. I think the first thing they need to do is stop with the DEI stuff, honestly. I think it's, and I'm surprised she didn't mention it, but DEI, to a lot of people, it looks like just legal racism. It's just nepotism against white men. Like, that is what it looks like to a lot of people, whether you like it or not, whether you agree with it or not, whether you think it's important or not. That is what it looks like to so many people. And it's kind of wild. I don't know.
Decades of work to fix the culture, the rot that infests the progressive ideology. It is going to take a lot of work to fix, but I think it's worth it, not just for the Democratic Party's sake, but just for society's sake.
Society's kind of fucked. And that's why I'm here, to milk the fuckness of society.
If you like this video, please consider donating to my Patreon, link down below. It really helps to...
Yeah, kind of wild. This has been the new Shoe on Head video, discussing the man problem. I do love when women discuss men. It definitely boosts my ego. But as a man, I think I say in the names of all men that women are cool, except for some men that don't really think that. But this was a great video. I would like to take this moment to appreciate men and women and believe that there is some way for people to look past each other's obvious fuck-ups and idiocy and recognize that the chaos is here anyway. You might as well laugh at it. Otherwise, you're going to cry. You're going to spiral into depression. Realistically, you're probably not going to be able to change anything anyway. You are one tiny, teeny, itty-bitty little cog in the machine that is never going to do anything. You are manipulated by algorithms and misinformation and all that shit. You think you know what's going on. You don't really know what's going on. Let's just make believe society is fine. Sit in the fire and laugh at the chaos. Do your best in the world and be nice to your fellow human. Your job is to be nice to the real people around you and stay weird, fam. Like, subscribe, and this video was streamed live on kick.com/Nuxanor. See you there. Stay weird, fam.